Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 2. We will present our material about cultural communication and context and ways study cross-cultural understanding. Before we start, I would say thanks to Miss Neni who has given us the opportunity to present the material, and let me introduce ourselves. My name is Sofiolani and moderator and speaker. My partner Areza Gamara as speaker and Afif as speaker. Okay, I will explain the first material. Culture can be defined as all ways of life including arts, beliefs, and institutions of a population that are passed down from generation to generation. Culture is called the way of life on entry society. It includes codes of conduct, teaching language, religion, religious arts. Thanks.
My name is Areza Gamara. I will explain about there are several cultural characteristics include the following. Number 1 can be owned together, namely culture is formed and developed by a certain group of people together. This means that it is just an individual but a certain group of people. Number 2 symbol based culture. You need to know that culture can also be known from the reception of certain symbol. Number 3 culture is adaptive. That is, culture not only continues what has become the habit of particular community. Number 4 culture is learned and inherited. Namely, culture is a process of social interaction that can be learned and inherited. Culture function. Number 1 as identity. Culture is an identity that shows the civilization of a society or a country. This identity can be used as a distinction between one nation or community group and another. Number 2 as a limit. This means that culture can determine the boundaries that create difference. Number 3 as a shaper of behavior and attitude. From the definition of culture, it is stated that culture is a form of social structure that originates from human ages and through. Number 5 as a commitment. The existence of culture in a community group function as a commitment. This means that there is a culture that will facilitate commitment to something within a community group that is of greater value than the interest of its individual. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, next material, communication. Communication is a complex as a culture and can be in many ways. The characteristics of communication is meaning, and it can be said that communication occurs when someone gives communication can be understood as a symbolic process by which reality is produced, mined, improved, and changed. The next material, the importance of intercultural communication. Intercultural communication plays an important role in an increasingly global world, where people from different cultural backgrounds interact regularly. This is very important because it facilitates understanding and collaboration between individuals from different cultural backgrounds, helping to break down walls of stereotypes and assumptions that can hinder effective communication. In a world where cultural diversity is the norm, effective intercultural communication fosters empathy, reduce misunderstanding arising from different cultural norms, and increasing tolerance. Why study cross-cultural understanding? If we are to communicate successfully across culture, we must recognize the power of language. Think of how can be shared with feeling, how it can gloves and cause upheaval. Cross-cultural understanding plays a significant role in communicating with people from different countries. Language and cultural inseparable. Therefore, when learners learn a language at the same time, it can should be learned the culture of country where the language is from in order to avoid miscommunication and misunderstanding. The goal of training cross cultural understanding is to help students acquire. Okay.
Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.